Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. Mary's going to start with the water and weather, and then after we'll move to some trail chatter. All right, Mary, go ahead and take it away, man.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. This morning in Blairsville, it's 50 degrees with some fog outside. We're looking at a high of 71 today with areas of patchy fog early, a mix of clouds and sunshine early on, and then later on today in the afternoon, we'll have some clouds. It's going to be light and variable with the winds, and then tonight, 55 with rain ending early and remaining cloudy. Light and variable winds and a 60% chance of rain. On Blood Mountain today, we're looking at a temperature of 64 degrees, dropping to 59 later on in the afternoon, with a slight chance of rain after 5 p.m. Chance of rain is 20% and 5-mile-per-hour winds. Tonight, 56 with a chance of rain showers, 5 miles per hour winds, and a 50% chance of rain. Water is good for the most part on the trail. Let's make sure we're always topping off. That way there's always plentiful water. You do want to top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter, Lance Creek. Lance Creek is your last reliable source as you hike north before you climb over Blood Mountain and get to Neil Gap. And then Neil Gap, make sure you're topping off. Neil to Hogpen is dry. Hogpen does have water. You do have to follow the blaze, the blue blaze, all the way down to the end at the water source. And then Dix Creek Gap is getting dry, but it still has some water. Just push around the leaves a bit and you should be able to get water out of there. Still, there's enough water that you can get it at this point in time. All right, the warmer sunny days are making it still nice for the snakes to come out to sun themselves. So let's be careful for the snakes. And remember those Cow Rock boulders 5 miles north of Neil Gap that has that nest of copperheads. Stay off those boulders. All right, Great Smoky Mountain National Park, ongoing bear closures. Twin Creeks Trail, campsites 19, 55, 56, 57, and 82. All of the shelters are open. And then the warnings for bears up there is campsite 71, Gatlinburg Trail, Cataract Falls Trail, and Code Mountain Trail. Let's remember to always leave no trace and to properly store our food and other items that have odor, and then to properly dispose of all items that we brought in. Let's take them out with us. All right, Donald, turning it over to you now.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. We had to do something real quick, but we are back. So it is 4:08 a.m. and it is 11:20, 2025. And if no one knows, man, the 11 means November. All right, so let's start like this, man. So we have a hiker rescued from the Sandia Mountains Trail. And excuse me, let me go ahead and pull this a little bit closer here. Whoops. And so in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Albuquerque Fire Rescue worked with local and state law enforcement to rescue a hiker Tuesday from a trail in the Sandia Mountains. At around 11:47 a.m., AFR dispatched to a report of an injured hiker in the Embudito Trail. They responded to the trailhead and used a basket to carry the hiker out. New Mexico State Police, Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office, and Albuquerque Police Department all responded and assisted. AFR treated and released the hiker at the scene. There were no other injuries. So if you are planning to hike, though, remember to let people know where you are. Dress in layers, be sure to have enough water, and always take your cell phone and pack like you're hiking for 3 days. It doesn't say that, but I said that. So, and that's how you should be doing it, man. All right. I'm glad to hear about that successful rescue, of course. 2 thumbs up to SARS and the other volunteer rescues and sheriffs and other acronyms of the state and government. All right, so let's move on to a hiker in Colorado Mountains saved and challenging rescue after 200-foot fall. A hiker in Colorado was saved after a 200-foot fall thanks to the quick action of their companions and a challenging technical rescue. According to Chaffee County Search and Rescue North, the hiker was one of the group 3 climbing North Sheep Mountain on Saturday night while helping others in their group on steep terrain. The hiker slipped and fell approximately 200 feet through loose rock. Ouch, said CCSAR North, SARS North. The hiker reportedly suffered multiple injuries in the fall, including to the head, back, and extremities. Officials said they finally came to a stop on a steep slope in a head down position, and their fellow hikers jumped in to save them. SARS said the other two hikers used a belt to create an anchor on a down tree in order to prevent their companion from falling further down the slope, provided additional clothing, and rendered aid. Conditions were dangerous as temperatures were near freezing and the steep terrain made a helicopter rescue impossible, officials said. SARS North personnel climbed to the group of hikers and provided them with safety gear and warming supplies while they packaged the injured hiker. Another group of rescuers brought a litter and 800 feet of rope. Rescuers said falling rock remained a constant danger as they spent the next several hours carefully lowering the hiker through 1,600 feet of Class 3 and Class 4 terrain in the dark. Once they reached the Colorado Trail, the rescue team attached a wheel to the litter and brought the injured hiker to the trailhead. Chaffee County EMS took the hiker to the hospital for further medical care. Excuse me, guys. Colorado's mountains are stunning and unforgiving. These hikers were equipped with several of the 10 essentials and were able to call for help and communicate their position was significantly improved, which significantly improved the outcome, said the SARS North. So they say that the group's preparation helped the rescuers find them quickly. So 2 thumbs up for SARS. All right, and that's what we have for rescues today. But we would also like to talk about Charles Husch. And so it is still an ongoing search looking for the missing older gentleman from Gainesville, Georgia. He was hiking up Blood Mountain when this happened on Tuesday, the 11th of November of 2025, which was last week. I believe it was Veterans Day,
Yes,
wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and so on Veterans Day, he parked his car at the Byron Reese trailhead, which is right next to the Appalachian Trail. It's a 0.7 at the trailhead there. So the Byron Reese trailhead is at Neal Gap. Now, the Appalachian Trail comes down off of Blood Mountain, okay? It goes up Blood Mountain, comes down off of it, and crosses over 129 to the Wallacey Yee Center, which is the mountain crossing store, which is a huge tourist stop and also a hiker haven. There's a hostel there. There's a large, granite building or structure that's been there forever. And there's a huge parking lot right there. So you walk over a main roadway right there, 129 or Gainesville Highway. You walk over it, you walk into the large parking lot, the huge granite buildings right there, and you usually walk through a breezeway to continue on the Appalachian Trail. But about a mile up before you reach this area, the store and 129, there is a trailhead right there, man. Excuse me, an intersection, and it's called the Byron Reese Trailhead Trail, and it is a 0.7 mile trail going down to the Byron Reese Trailhead. Now, the parking area at the store is off limits to long-term parking or day hikers that are going to hike the trail. And so the Byron Herbert Reese is 0.2 of a mile down, heading north on 129. It's 0.2 of a mile down. It's a parking area, a designated parking area that you can park up to 14 days in to hike the trail or do whatever you want to do. Mary and I pick up, and our drivers pick riders up there all the time, or hikers, because they park their car there, and we bring them to wherever they're going, whether it's Woody Gap, whatever trailhead they're going to. That is the designated parking area, and that is where he parked his car that day and hiked up. So there's a 0.7 trail, 3/4 of a mile it takes to go from the Byron Herbert Reese Trailhead to get up to the intersection of the Appalachian Trail, and it's about a mile up from the store. It's called Flat Rock Gap, I believe. Flat Rock Gap, right?
Yeah.
So it's about a mile up. So 0.7 from the Byron Reese Trailhead to get to the Appalachian Trail, and then it's about a mile and a half to mile and 3/4 up, because I believe it's 2 3/4 of a mile from the store to the top of Blood, isn't it? 2.5, 2 3/4 something.
Yeah.
That stretches. This is from 10 years ago, memory stuff, man, or the last few years. I don't pay attention to it anymore because it changes all the time. But it's around 2.5 to 2 3/4 of a mile up. So, but he was seen at the store because one of our friends sold him a couple items. So he definitely went to that store, and we're thinking, well, not everyone, just Mary and I, that he started from this store. So it would be 2.5 to 2 3/4 of a mile till the top or the summit of Blood Mountain, where you get the vista, 360 vista. And then if you were coming back down and he were going to take the Byron Reese Trailhead Trail, he would have cut off. So it would have been 1.5 to 1 3/4 down, hit the Byron Reese, and then shoot down to the parking area. Now on the other side of that is the Freeman Trail. And the Freeman Trail, I don't remember how far it is. It might be 1 mile or 2 around the mountain, but it's the bad weather trail. And so as you get to that intersection right there, the Byron Reese Trailhead and the Appalachian Trail right there at Flathead Gap, I believe it's like right there too, man, pretty much, man. You might take a right there and walk up a little bit. The Freeman Trail's right there, man. But it is the bad weather trail, and it goes around the mountain, and it ends up on the other side of Blood over by Woods Hole Shelter, because there's a shelter on the other side there. And so that is what it looks like. And so I just wanted to explain that to people so they get an understanding on what it looks like up in that area. So there's also houses and Blood Mountain cabins right there. There's houses on the other side. So you'll go past the Byron Reese Trailhead if you're heading south on 129. You'll go past the Byron Reese Trailhead, right? Then there's the store right here. The Appalachian Trail crosses right there. You'll go up around a corner and down, and there's the Blood Mountain cabin. You go around another corner, and there's a couple houses on the right-hand side right there up in the woods, set up in the woods right there. And there's also Frogtown Falls or Creek and stuff up in there and so on. But on this side of the road, Blood Mountain Cabins is all right there. So you'll go around that corner. You'll get down a little straightaway. You'll go around another corner. And then you'll get a shot corner. And that's when you'll start to head away from the houses in Blood Mountain Cabins. And then you start to make your way down the backside of Blood Mountain, or down on 129 towards Gainesville or whatever, or turn a corner or whatever, if you head into Lonigan. Depends on where you're going. But that's what it looks like up there, guys. So you guys have an idea on what's up. Okay, now, so a credible source stated having a conversation with him Tuesday, November 11th at 1:30 p.m., descending from the top of Blood Mountain. I also want to say this man is familiar with the area from what we understand, right? But when you come down off of Blood Mountain, you can miss the mouth of the trailhead because it's kind of rocky, right? Like a big rock face. So when you're coming up Blood Mountain, you'll break through the trees right there, the laurels and stuff, and you'll walk out onto a rock face right there. Just pick a rock face, and then you have to take a right and go up, and then you'll flatten out, you'll summit, and then you'll walk through laurels. There's laurels everywhere up there, but there's open spaces too, man, but there's laurels too up there. And then you walk a little bit, and then there's the shelter up there. There's a big rock structure building up there, and then there's a huge rock that you can climb up on and stand up on. When you walk back going north, that opening disappears on people, and we've had many customers, many people do this. And there used to be a dude up there named Jason. Years ago, the caretaker of Mountain Crossings, the store and the hostel, he lived up, most of the workers, they live up on top of the mountain. But he used to put a sign there because people would just walk right past the mouth of the trail because you don't even see it. You start walking down, you start descending, right? You'll like be walking, you start descending, and the trail is right to the left, but people don't remember that, man. They just keep on walking down the mountain, man. I don't think that's what happened to this man because he was familiar with that. At least I don't think so, but you never know. You just never know. But, A credible source stated that having that conversation with him while descending from the top of Blood Mountain, a 67 years old, khaki pants, camel colored sweater, dark green jacket. So if you've seen him or know anything, please contact 706-439-6091 or call 911. The public has been asked not to go up there. Don't go to Blood Mountain now. Don't park in the Byron Herbert Reese Trailhead, man. They've actually got orange signs out there. I'm shocked to hear that people are actually going there and still parking and hiking up there, man. But if you plan on doing this, please don't. Stay away from there, man. If you can, go somewhere else, man. You can come over to Hog Pen Gap or something and hike over here, dudes. You stay away from Blood Mountain and the Byron Herbert Reese Trailhead because it's only so big. And if no one has seen it, you can check out our videos at the Real Grateful Hiker on YouTube, or just punch in Grateful Hiker, Feather Shuttle, Donald Ballard, Mary Baston, and all our videos will pop up. But if you get on YouTube, we have tons of videos on the Byron Reese Trailhead and everything we're talking about, all informational videos with explanations, mileage, and everything, so you can see and get a vision on what it is. And also we walk up and do videos and stuff and show people what's going on there. So we have a video of the Byron Herbert Reese Trailhead parking area and the trail. So, and mountain crossings. And just check it out, man, if you're interested in seeing it and getting a visual on what's up. Okay, so the public is being asked not to go up there. Please don't bring your dogs up there, man. It's throwing there's a bunch of canines. They have canines up there, and they are asking people not to bring their animals, pets, dogs, or any animal up there because it will throw the scent off. So please stay away from that area with your dogs and stuff, man. I know people want to help, but please, we can help by staying away and just spreading the word about this dude, man, and him being missing. Let's not go up there and mess with them unless they ask us to. In the beginning, they were asking people to help out, but not anymore, I don't think. I think they're just saying, hey, this has turned into a bigger issue. We need to really tighten it up and make sure that we close this area off because it's probably turning into something else now. You know what I mean, man? Unfortunately. So let's just hope for the best, man. Maybe he fell down and broke his ankle or something. Can't move. Who knows, man? But let's just hope for the best. All right, and so did you have anything you want to add to that, dude?
No, thank you.
All right. So that's what we have going on with Charles Hush. We are definitely praying for the best outcome for our friend Charles.
That's right.
All right. So next, let's. What do we have going on today? You have a Indian to
I have
Atlanta.
a Vogel State Park. They're going down to park.
I'm sorry.
They're parking at Vogel State Park, and then I'm bringing them down to 60 on the paved road there by the swinging bridge. They're doing the Duncan Ridge.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And then they're probably hiking back to Vogel.
Yep.
Sweet.
And then I am going over to Indian Grave Gap and getting some riders down to a hotel by the Atlanta airport.
Okay, sweet, man. Did you tell them that we can hit them on the Duncan if they need us?
Yes, I did.
All right, sweet, man. Yeah. So that's cool. I actually like hearing that people are hiking that trail, man. Not a lot of people hike other trails here, man, but there are so many trails here that are definitely worth hiking and that probably have better views and stuff, man, and quieter if you're looking for that. So not better views, but different views, I should say. That's what I want to say. A different type of hike, man. So if you're looking for more quiet, isolated type of stuff, man, definitely there are so many other trails that you can use besides the AT. So, but anyways, but we're also picking up the Indian Graves. All right, so we got an Indian Graves going to ATL area.
A hotel by the airport there, yes.
Okay, how many riders?
I have 3.
Okay, sweet. Any pets?
Nope.
All right, sweet. So we'll be picking them up and getting them down to Atlanta Air, and then I'll be here taking care of some other stuff, man. I got some stuff to take care of. We're creeping up, so for months, man, we've been saying that these months will tick away fast. Time ticks away fast, man, when you're doing stuff, man. You don't even realize it, 2 weeks, man. It's like, oh my gosh, this time is... Anyways, it's getting time for through hike season to kick off, man, and that means that we really need to step it up and start getting things into action with the shop and what we're going to be doing for next year. But I do want to say that tomorrow we have someone coming up and assisting with us, so that definitely helps and gets us one step closer to getting everything done. So we want to get down and paint the shop, and we have some mud to do. And I put a barn door on there, a sliding barn door, man, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that barn door. I want to take it off because we can't lock the office with that barn door on there. And I want to be able to lock the office because I've got some other ideas to keep the place unmanned where people can come in. But we'll have it cammed up and we can talk to people. But they can come in and still use the spot and kind of use it as a, if on a trust basis. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. And that's more during the busier times when someone takes off from the shop or something, man, and needs to run a shuttle or run an errand, man, and no one can take care of it. So that's more of what I'm thinking about that. There's places like that now. There's places like that in Japan, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff out there that people are doing today, man, that could be useful to us, man, to one more person, you know what I mean? It's really hard to find help, man. So, and we're real picky about our help. So, right. I mean, extremely picky. And so it's really hard to find help, man. And we can't just put anyone anywhere. We've already learned our lesson on that, man. It just doesn't work. So anyways, so today I'll be here working on stuff like that, getting things organized and in order and getting it prepped. But we do have someone coming tomorrow to take care of. I've already signed 50 Christmas cards. Probably have to do about 50 more, man, but they need to all be labeled and stamped and sealed so we can send them off. So Nemo will be here tomorrow to do some work again and pick up some shuttles. And what do we have going on this weekend?
Well, we have a couple shuttles tomorrow. There's a Dix to Blue Ridge Gap, and then there is it was Byron Reese, but we're looking at Vogel State Park now for parking, and they're going to Amicalola Falls.
Oh, okay.
And then on Saturday, I know there's a trip to the airport. There's another one, but I can't recollect what it is at the moment.
Okay.
A couple things going on.
I had a couple texts yesterday. I had someone that wanted to do in Springer to Amicalola back. They call it Big Stamp, but it's not actually Big Stamp. But I know what they're talking about.
Okay.
But they want to go back and then to Springer, and then they want to go to. They want to be picked up at the first. I believe it's Hightower Gap. I wasn't sure because they said the first access point, and it could be Three Forks, it could be Hickory Flat Cemetery, or it could be Hightower Gap. You just never know. Or someone could be busting a 15 and go straight to Gooch Gap. You just never know what the access point is. So I didn't quite get the exact access point. I don't think. I was half asleep, but definitely they were texting in. So I believe they may be texting or maybe not. Someone may do it cheaper because we charge, that would have been $300 for all that.
I had an inquiry about Byron Reese to Amicalola.
I saw that, yeah.
I haven't heard anything else yet, but sometimes people take a couple of days to make their decisions.
Yeah,
sometimes longer,
Well, what they're doing is, man, which I would probably be doing too, man, depending on who I found and talked to, but they're searching and they're waiting for people to call back, and some people won't even call them back, man. So we'll see what happens, man. I mean, and then I got a dude that thru hike this year that's bringing his family here, and he wants to break away for a minute and hike from Springer down to Amicalola because he did not hike Amicalola. And so he figured that since he was vacationing here, that he would go ahead and hike that. So he's going to call me when he has a little bit of time. Plus, his family wants to do some stuff around here, so I was going to give him some ideas, man, along with it. So while he's hiking, his family can go and check out other sightseeing stuff. They got kids and stuff, man. So Dahlonega is a really fun town to go to, man. This first gold rush happened right there, man. So definitely a really cool town to go to, man, for kids and everyone, man. Super good food there, super good vibes, man. Just a little college town. So,
Yeah.
anyways, man, that's what we have going on is probably some phone calls, and then I'll be kicking it and taking care and organizing, taking phone calls, emails, and building videos, and Mary will be driving all morning, probably into the afternoon. I probably won't see her again until 5, 6. Oh wait, no, you're staying down there tonight. That's right, I forgot.
I'm going to avoid the return traffic.
That's
I'm going to
right,
be down there at
dude.
the time of day you just do not.
Well,
wanna
you and
be in
what's her
Atlanta.
name can drive up together in the morning, right? Yeah.
Well, I got to be up here earlier.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I got to be up for that 6 a.m. But
Is she working tonight?
no, she gets off at work in the early afternoon, but she
okay.
does other things. And, if I'm going to be down there, she's going to be there too, unless she's needed for something. But yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Well, cool, man. That's what we got going on. So I'll be here all alone today, man.
No, you won't. Biscuit's here.
Oh, I got Boss Biscuit,
Oh,
but
don't
he's more
forget
like a
Biscuit.
boss man. He just orders me around.
Yes, he does.
He does, dude.
He orders us both around.
He's
Everybody.
very demanding, dude. He's a demanding little dude. But
He's
all
the
right.
boss.
So, did you have anything else you'd like to say?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
All right, man. So, yeah, if anyone needs anything at all today, man, just give us a jingle. We're here for you guys. All right. One love, man. Peace. Later.